Right then, get ready for the crash. I have got way more windows open than I had last night. So, yeah, I'm never quite sure when this actually starts. So I'll start again and clip it um, in case it's starting late. So last night I had a little go. It's Sunday. It's Sunday Sim Day. I've got to fly on Sunday Sim Day, haven't I? This time I've got way more windows open because the most excellent. If you are an X-plane nerd, no, I'm not honest. Yeah, well, all right, maybe I am. If you're an X-plane nerd, LittleNav Map. If once you've pulled in ADSB data from ADSB Exchange via their API to X-plane 11, LittleNav Map pulls in that data as well. So hopefully that will help my head with one of the problems I had last night was actually working out where I am. Let's just get airborne. Let's get the autopilot doing its funky stuff. Just going to fly this thing just for giggles. It said get the trim right, and I didn't. That was the one. Let's wobble around. Yeah, Pilatus PC6. Lots of police forces use these, so why not? Wow. I'm high fast. What an aeroplane. What an aeroplane. I don't normally fly this. I want to get the flaps up. Why aren't the flaps coming up? Oh yeah, here they come. Right, okay. So I don't think to multi-handed operation. Did I upload a plan? I wonder. Look, this isn't this is not how to fly with the wrong hand and all those other sort of things. But then that's not what this is it? So actions. This thing seems to be going up right, doesn't it? Let's give it more welly, more up. Whoa. So I haven't tuned. I've just told it to do 61 knots, which is 61 meters a second, which is 121 knots. So let's just. I'm way high, look, 243. We've busted. Oh, look, who's that? Correct. It's not what it's supposed to be doing. Go RBK. All right, so there it is there. So is it on? Is it here? Let's have a look. There we are. There it is. Yes, it is. Fantastic. So that's real live, your real live ADSB data. So let's not attack him. Let's go. Let's go to stabilize first to make sure things don't go too nuts. Oh, what's that little airfield? There's one I don't know. Anyway, and right now we're in stabilized. Let's go to auto. I think I've told it not to go any lower than 114 meters, 150 meters. Let's have a look at the plan. 115 meters and terrain following. Sure. So we should dive down now and take ourselves. Let's shrink this window down. Have a little bit more of the view. Let's shrink this window down until we know some targets we want. And so the data is coming via ADSB Exchange. So that's where the ADSB is coming in. We don't need that now. We've got that coming on a little nav map. So that's pretty cool. And we see as relative to it. So that was a problem last night because I'm not clever enough to do both at once. So we can get rid of that ADSB Exchange window. Give my, I think I came once here to an event. Pretty sure it was here. That in about 2008 that brought a V-shaped drone to the UK for the first time. History Channel viewers, please watch. Right, okay, so we're going to the M40, so let's examine the M40 now, and there should be plenty of puddle jumpers kicking about for us to worry about, but there's no traffic to worry about on the M40. So what are we doing? We are simulating in my head, getting more information in now. So the more information I've got into the system is the ADSB information. So that's only as good as what comes in. So what is coming into the system now are both gliders from GliderNet. So that is FLARM traffic, Open Glider Network traffic, ADSB traffic, and from that's the raw GPS based stuff, and from ADSB exchange there's also multilaterated traffic. So there's so that would be mode S traffic has been resolved as well. So we're en route up to the north, and we're going to fly down the M40 for a little bit, and see if there's any. The idea was that perhaps one would, not that window, don't move that window, it's this window. One would have, if there's any traffic incidents, we would send ourselves off there. I keep forgetting that I think it's that one, isn't it? No, it's not that one. This one. It'd be helpful if I knew where we were. We should be. We're still very high. Why are we not descending down to 277? We're still on our way down. Okay, it's still descending. It's taking a long time. A lovely aeroplane this would be to have. Okay, we're coming up to a few miles from our first turn point, which is up there. And already, so, and what other information we got on here? I should say, I'll make this one bigger. No, not move it there. That one. We've got altitude angel information on Mission Planner, which is fantastic. That's also coming in. This flight isn't being reported to them, but if I chose to, if this was a real flight, then all that would happen to get into the altitude angel corridor is we'd be sending these packets from Mission Planner back to them, and hey presto, we'd be in. And they'd be giving us the avoiding traffic warning and autonomously giving us warnings of traffic. So we've got one guy up to the right, 57, he's not a threat. We're descending 117 knots through 600 feet. Now this is the situational awareness game, isn't it? This is what you need to be into. So we go down the M40, look, there's lots of traffic down there, so we're aware of them. This guy's going to come across our nose. No threat, no threat. Life's good, and yeah, this is more how I'd imagine it. And I can imagine for police, fire and rescue, they are going to need some sort of simulation set up to get their heads around all of this. Right, there is the M40. We're up here somewhere. Let's have a look at one of the cameras. Okay, it's finally going to let us. Looks nice and clear. Oh, look at that. That's in fact where we've just gone, I think, isn't it? We're just about to turn. So there we are. That's in real time. It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's a bit weird. Is this the metaverse? Are we in the metaverse with this? Connecting up all the bits? I wonder. Is this the metaverse? So yeah, we're going to be turning down that bit of highway. The next area we'll be coming across is just outside Leamington Spa. It looks like that. A lovely day just outside Leamington Spa. Can I shrink this window down? Yeah. Keep the camera up. I wonder. Keep the camera big-ish. Oh yeah, it's quite big. So yeah, I haven't planned, haven't thought, haven't done. Getting down to our operation altitude. I think we are, aren't we? So here we are to 5. No, well now we're adjusting to the ground. So we're terrain following. We're keeping 114 or 400 feet above the terrain. The wind is 347 at 3 from the north, as you can see. There's also there's live weather into X-plane from the local area. We're on local time, live weather, live ADSB traffic, mode S and gliders, so that's FLARM and OGN, and live cameras. So kind of, yeah, this is a very sort of overview of the sort of data that might be available to coppers. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's not a very nice term, is it? maybe I need to get myself a little bit more over the highway. Yeah, look, I didn't. So my flight plan's rubbish. I just quickly did it. Right, let's quickly plan a better version of this. Let's clear the mission, but it's going to keep going with this one. Let's get it back to the top. Let's add in. There's there. Oh, junction of Grand Union Canal. That's interesting. That'd be very pretty. So this is it. This is all you do. Really, quite simply, if you want a little bit of linear stuff, a mission planner is super easy. Of course, most of the corridor will be set up for completely autonomous flight, stuff that doesn't need any thought like this at all. But I suspect a great deal of work, and certainly life-saving work, will happen with fire, rescue, road services, using it to monitor infrastructure. I can't see that it wouldn't happen. This is outside of the official corridors as well at the moment, the M40. Western on the Green will be open. We'll have to look for traffic as we go. To say Western on the Green, I think for myself, I would be very pleased if they had radio repeating towers that transmitted stuff back to aircraft. Or to manned aircraft, clicking and talking and doing at the same time. How far I can come, Wellington. Here we are, that's where I want to go there. I guess we could go a little bit past there, like this, and turn around at London TMA, and then we'll route ourselves direct back, I think, home in time for TM medals. So let's write that flight plan. You can do this in the air, if you're flying. So let's go into stabilize again, and let's go into auto and start the new mission. So let's back up to the top and do it again. I should have planned that other one better. Hello to those of you that are watching live. I see a couple of you there. Please feel free to go to sleep. You can see the altitude angel data really well in that map there. So this is data not only of airfields and the surrounds, but also if I zoom in and keep it zoomed in, it'll eventually load in things like power lines and stuff like that. All sorts of ground-based features they've got in their database, and those will come in as well. It does take a little bit of time, and I am going to ask the good makers of Mission Planner if we can't actually have the open AIP layer for the map as well, and that's exactly what's on LittleNav Map. If you want to find pretty good, I guess it's difficult because it's not official, but pretty good air charts, it's open AIP, and that again is in the future is sort of kind of things that needs to be sorted, isn't it? We need to get to proper aeronautical information cheaply and for safety's sake, and that's why we need it. We need it for safety's sake. We all need it. Right, there we go. Here we haven't looked at the traffic situation for a while. Let's look at the air traffic situation. Of course, in real life you'd have your own separate screens, wouldn't you? You'd set different screens and keep a weather eye and all these things. So there's a couple going into the airfield there, or into Bedford. There's one there. Again, we've got to watch out down there. There's lots of traffic down there. And there's the aircraft at Birmingham. Light breeze, a beautiful morning. No doubt there will have been balloons up this morning in the UK. So all of the geosphere will probably get themselves airborne soon. Right, I think we're not a gazillion miles away from our next. Well, we're a little way away, aren't we? But let's see what cameras have we got available to us there as we go up there. Let's get rid of that one. So where are we? Just past Leamington Spa. We are Warwick and Leamington. Yeah, so we're coming up on this camera here. That must be somewhere in the woods up there. Traffic flows. Oh, what's that happening up in Birmingham? Something happening at the NEC. We won't route up to that. That'll be an airspace. It's a little way up. Oh, that's no good to us, is it? I think that one's at about the turn. We'll have a look. Sort of underlines a lack of coverage. There's a great bit of the 40 that's not covered, and then there's a huge bit here, and here, and here. So we see any traffic incidents. So what I'll do tomorrow. Oh, look, there's a traffic. Right, how do we get there? Right, Newbold on Stour, Treddington. Something's happened. Earth, mayday, mayday, mayday. Something is occurring in the village of Treddington by the fuzzy duck. Oh, okay. Does everyone know that? Shipston on Stour. So what I won't want is I won't want this auto panning while I'm doing this. So Shipston on Stour. Where was I looking? So there we go around the first turn, but we're going to take ourselves there. Shipston on Stour. Local knowledge would be huge. That must be the Foss Way. Snow in the Wall, Bolton on the Water. Shipston on Stour. Is that what we said? Etting, Treddington, just above Shipston on Stour. Shipston, Treddington. Where is it then? Treddington. Okay. Okay. There was an incident there. I should. Right. It's 51. Fly to here. Yeah, we'll go a bit high. No, we won't go at 150. We'll go to 120. We'll bust our altitude a little bit. So there we are. We're on our way to the village of Treddington because for some reason it's red there, and we're starting at minute 51 local time. Away we go. There's probably been some sort of alcohol spill in the pub. Although, to be fair, a friend of mine a policeman did take me out once in the cars, and I said, well, nothing's going to happen on Sunday morning, is it? Because it's Sunday morning, and he laid out what was happening in the day, and it was pretty accurate. Right, so we're heading that way. There's our aircraft turns, and so was that Alscott Park? Let's zoom in a little bit on LittleNav Map. Yeah, okay. Alscott Park. Hello, this is... Oh no, it's just the side of Wellersbourne there, so we better call Wellersbourne, haven't we? Wellersbourne, hello. Whatever they choose to call themselves, I don't know. Traffic 1, Traffic 5, Traffic 9. We are en route to an incident at... Where did we decide we were going? Wherever it was we decided we were going. We'll be there in the sooner clock. Let's see how long it takes. We're coming down. It's here, wasn't it? Treddington. And I think I said 5-1 was the minute that we... oh, there he is. There's our traffic there. Golf. Oscar, Romeo, Bravo, Kilo. Hello. Traffic, whatever, is going to fly behind you en route to wherever. Yeah, I think they're going to have VHF repeaters on their towers for aircraft doing this sort of role. Just so they can talk on wireless to these people. Can I get rid of the tracks? How do I get rid of the tracks behind us? Let's get rid of the track behind me. Oh, look at that! It's come up with the... Doesn't know what that is. Oh, Golf Whiskey Alpha, that's that guy. Oh, this is very cool. Traffic in the Wellersbourne area, police whatever, traffic whatever. Inbound to the village fate because Linda has had some major transgression. Oh, yes, you're right. This is nerdy me cool, isn't it? So 478, So that one is that we are in conflict with that. We're well below that. We're just above the 400 feet above ground level, and hopefully once we get there, we should. It's this sort of thing. This is what I'm instantly thinking. With this, once you've configured your RPAS to do this, you'd have a single click to get to a loiter position over whatever you wanted to click it, but you'd also then get it to automatically configure the aircraft. So you'd whack the flaps down, slow it down. So you'd have your 100. My current best speed, fun speed's 120 knots for cruise, and you'd slow it down. So something like this could probably do, I don't know, 60, 70 knots without falling out of the sky, and then keeping the camera at a distance. And obviously you'd work out the best distance that your camera and your gimbal and everything worked at to keep whatever it was you tapped in view. So he's no threat going across the nose at 5,000 feet. Oh yeah, this is much better having these with me on the map. No threat, no threat, no threat, no threat, no threat, just getting airborne there. And then coming from further away, there's the gliding at Hinton Hedges. Not sure what this part of England's called, or what these hills are. I don't know them at all. So we're terrain following. People of Treddington, fear not, we advance. It's not MSF Barton Fink, it's X-Plane 11, and X-Plane 11 just connects up very nicely to everything. Perhaps I'll get that one day, but no, it's X-Plane 11. Works very well with Mission Planner. So the aircraft's being flown by Ardupilot now. It's zero tuning to the aircraft. I haven't done anything to the aircraft. Live air traffic coming from ADSB Exchange and GlidingNet going into LittleNav Map, which if you're an X-Plane fan, it's fantastic. It really is. It's helping my situational awareness no end here. And the idea is, in my head, is that this is an aircraft that would be operating for police, fire, rescue, whatever. And the Altitude Angel corridors are bigger than that. It's all airspace, carry on. Because this is where we're going. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. I wonder what that bit of dual carriageway is there. I don't know this. I don't know where we are at all here. We must be crossing the Fosse Way, surely. Yeah, that's the intersection with the Fosse Way. I'm supposed to have a video for that. Oh, hello. Here it goes. It's I put a pin here somewhere, didn't I? Let's see how we are compared to the pin. Where did I put the pin? Get Mission Planner. I've got so many windows open here. Okay, the pin was okay. So I set it, and one thing I did set was an 800-meter radius. So there we are. It's not 400 feet. Well, I guess it's not very high here, because we're about 400. Should be about 400 feet above the ground. That one there, 5,000 feet, no threat. The wind's very light from the north. It's all good. People of Treddington, we have arriven. Right, so, oh, look, there's a bit of shadow down there. We're quite a bit lower than I thought on the, right, let's shrink this down so you can see us protecting Treddington, because that's important, isn't it? Let's move that over there, we don't need that there. Let's have that down there. Right, okay, let's revert to our original. There's one going behind at 17.5, no threat. Let's get this bigger and let's go. So, 51. So it took us 8 minutes. No, 7 minutes. 7 minutes flying from the north to get down here to react to that. Let's go somewhere further away. There's an airliner going by. Look. Let's take ourselves. Yeah, I'm simulating. I'm simulating a simulated flight. It's a simulated simulation. And my idea being that if you had, so there was Treddington there. Google Maps tells us there's some sort of traffic incident there, but there's traffic. Let's go and look at that traffic, where that traffic camera there is at Gaydon. So here we are there. We've got our aircraft working. Gaydon there. Let's go there for argument's sake. You have to excuse me because it is multiple clicking of stuff. It was Gaydon then. Did it look like that? Is it there? No. Oh, it's up near no, let's not go there because that's near Wellersbourne. We've been operating near where we got airborne from for too long. We know that's quite close. Oh, there we are. Okay, there's something at Tetsworth, so let's go to Tetsworth. That is sort of what I had in mind. Where's Tetsworth? That's Tame. Yeah, Tame. About here somewhere. Okay, let's fly to there. Time is 11 o'clock. Okay, let's see how long it takes us to get there. 11 o'clock. So we're police, fire, rescue. There's incidents happening. So that's slow road. it's Tetsworth Car Boot Sunday. We know exactly what's happening at Tetsworth. It's the car boot sale. There's been a riot at the car boot sale. Let us take ourselves there immediately. Off we go to the car boot at Tetsworth. Terrain following. So we're keeping 400 feet above the terrain and reacting to real-time information here. Yeah, say simulating, as you've said, Barton. The automated flight part is there. Well, I can just click it into auto and go into that, but let's be honest, the thing would you'd be responding, wouldn't you? You'd be patrolling up and down the M40 and then respond. So that's the idea, and then respond to something as it comes along. Right, let's look at the air traffic situation. Nothing, no threat at the moment as we make our way to the car boot sale. But the car boot sale, oh my word, there's traffic there coming out of Instone. That could be motor gliders. Where was it? It was over here somewhere, wasn't it? Where was it? Well, we shall find out. We shall see. Oh, it's going to crash. It's not going to make it. It's going to crash. Whoa. Oh, it took the wings off. Well, I know what I didn't change. I didn't change the look ahead. Oh, well, that's as good a time as any to say that this sort of worked. And I will leave it there. Yeah, super impressed with the way that all these things join up. I'll think about it some more, and tomorrow morning I want to try and go up and down the M40 when there's perhaps more likelihood of a crash. So that was Brailes Hill. I should have adjusted the look ahead. Or do I go again? Let's just go again. Oh, it's still in auto. It's going to go again anyway, whether I like it or not. So let's get out of that. Wrong window. Let's get out of that. Let's go into stabilize, set mode. Power it up, brakes off. Did it crash the engine? No, it didn't. Where don't you want to go? Some propeller. No, there's a propeller turning. Or is it in bits? Did it fall off? I wonder if it fell off. No, I won't do it again. It's taking too long. I won't do it again. We'll look at it tomorrow, and I might even give this aircraft a little bit of a tune now, just to make things look a little bit nicer. So that's really cool. It worked very, very nicely, connecting to different things, which is exactly what I wanted to happen. And yeah, tomorrow morning I'll give it another go. cheers for now. People of wherever it was, I'm sorry, I've not attended your car landed. Exactly. Oh, all right, if there's people here, let's go again. Let's restart the flight. Let's get to that car boot sale. Let's change aircraft. That'll give me a new propeller, if nothing else. Let's go in that. Landed indeed. Let's go for a new aircraft, and we've got to get to that car boot sale. It's pretty bad. You'll see how long. Oh no, my X-plane's crashed. No, there we are. Right, okay. So better now. Reconnect mission planner. I'm not sure if you're going to see this. So go up to the simulation tab. I don't think you see this. X-plane and plane. Select stable version. There we go. Downloads the software in the background. And then the paint dries. It should light up. Here we go. Lights up. Maverick connecting arms. Go to plan. Go to plan. Write the plan. There we go. Go back to data. Make sure we are. I want to be in stabilized just for the takeoff. Oh, you didn't see any of that because I had all these windows open. So down over here with this. Close this up here like this. Get airborne. Put some flaps down. Change the view for you and for me. Airborne, stud 3. And then we will stabilize. So 120 knots is what we want to do. Oh, look at that. And then we wanted to go to that village, that car boot sale. So back to mission planner. Let's expand up mission planner. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Oh, we're going to crash now, aren't we? Yeah, crash now. Let's pull it up. Oh, that's flaky. I wonder why. Oh, I know why the fly. I know why, because I didn't have the fly to altitude high enough earlier. Right. So I go to this village here, look, because Tetsworth is having its car boot sale. So we go to mission planner. We just zoom down. It was down here somewhere. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Back to the other window. Tetsworth was near Chinner and all that. Allington Stud, okay. Tame, Chinner is down here somewhere, not? Tetsworth, there it is, right. So now we're going to fly to here, and I'm going to make that a little bit higher just for the purposes of this exercise, because we know there was a problem last time. Right, here we go. Right, people of Tetsworth, and the time is 08. We should be coming at 120 knots, just airborne from wherever it was. Wellersbourne Mountford traffic. The emergency rush to Tetsworth commences. Yeah, so the point again, we're showing up altitude angel data in here. We're responding to stuff, and we're looking at live traffic. The live traffic coming from ADSB exchange, being pumped into LittleNav Map, which is just a wonderful free thing. Everything I'm using in this is free. Those two are a worry, aren't they? Is it 2 aircraft, or is it 1 aircraft with 2 different ways of telling us about itself? That is interesting. So they're a worry. They're going to be above us, but we'll be aware of them. Here we come. This one is descending at 1.5. That could be a worry. I'm going to go down there and then call this a day, just for fun. I've already forgotten. Did I say 08? I'll review the video later. Did I say 08 for starting the run in there? Car boot sale? Why, it's one of the most violent activities on a Sunday possible. Villagers can be, actually. Villagers can go nuts for for bargains. I'm sure it's a trunk scale sale in America, as Drone 3D's kindly said. But people, I don't know if it happens in America, but people will wait. If a new car turns up with stuff in the back, junk in the back to sell, people will wait and pounce on that car to see what's inside it. I'm going to go with 08 as the time that we left. Again, I have to review the video and see. We are getting there, I think. So you'd have situational awareness on your GCS with a little bit more, perhaps. I think, does Mission Planner give us distance to go to guided? I think it does, doesn't it? Where does it do that? I'm sure it gives us a distance to go to our new target, and I've forgotten, because that would be really useful now, wouldn't it? Be really useful. There's the altitude angel information just popping in, and as I've said before, if I zoom it in and leave it zoomed in for a while, let's go over a town, let's go over Oxford, so we leave it zoomed in here and leave it long enough, all sorts of ground information will come up as well. He said, hoping. There we go. So yeah, all sorts of things that you might be interested in, including, and I don't know where there are any, there's probably some up here, power lines, which would be really good in our world. And you can get this wherever you are in the world. This will work in Mission Planner wherever you are in the world. I should probably have made that a little bit bigger. There's no point, otherwise you haven't seen that. This already works. Just sign in. It's free. This data is available for a good amount of the world, and it comes in for free. So you can't say fairer than that, can you? There's some power lines. I think there's some over the back of Cutters Low Park. Are they going to come in? So, waiting a little while for the altitude angel data to be called. That's on there. What's this? What is it? It's not. Oh, power line infrastructure. Oh, hang on. Okay. Yeah. So there's all sorts of ground data there, if that's your bag. Eight. Let me write 8 down somewhere, because I'm gonna forget that. I have forgotten that. I continue forgetting that. And has the paint dried yet? You can write it in the comments. I think it was 11:08. And after the car boot. So while I'm going down here, let's shrink this down, and let's just have a look at some cameras while we're here on the highway, just in case anything is happening on the highway. Again, too many windows. Can't see where on earth. So what was the nearest camera to Tetworth? Oh yeah, look, there is something happening on the highway. Just something's happening there. Or was it? Is it another car boot? No, maybe it was just. Is that going red a bit? It's not, is it? Well, let's give ourselves the weather, local weather conditions for arrival. Overhead, the car boot sail at Tetbury. All stations, be aware. Oh, we've got aircraft coming. Oh, 6 there. No threat, I don't think. Must be an airliner. And there's one at 1,500 feet climbing. Oh, hello. That one's a worry. Oh, that one is a worry there. Do you see it yet? No, we don't see it yet. And yeah, this is pulling in multiple feeds of the same aircraft. And then, oh, pop-up traffic in your 12 o'clock range of hardly any. Where's that? Does that come up on it? There it is. There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That was a pretty instantaneous conflict. I don't know if you can see it on the screens I put up. He must have come out of Enstone. That was cool. That was a good demonstration of situational awareness, etc., etc. So we'd had to have called Enstone traffic, hello, this is police, whatever, on the way to a major incident at a car boot sale just off the M40. Wish us luck, Godspeed and all. That's good. That is kind of what I wanted to try and experiment with and see what it would be like. That's cool. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. So where we're going, we're going over here somewhere. There we are. That's where we're going. Again, it'd be good if it was mapped on this. So we're going to go through past Western, hello. Western will have, this will be parachuting traffic here. So they'll be climbing up. So probably in the real world, we would have actually routed here and then across. I'd have thought about it a bit more. I'm going to miss it. We're going to miss their zone. Yeah, we are going to miss it. But we're going to look for their traffic nonetheless. They'll be climbing up to people jumping heights. Is that a helicopter at the John Radcliffe, I wonder? No, there's our report. Not sure what that guy's doing. Minute 08, minute 08, minute 08, minute 08. So how long have we been gone? We've been 10 minutes or so, haven't we, up from Wellersbourne? That's where we came from, flying at what I think will be a reasonable speed for this sort of thing, which is 120 knots. We should have multiple aircraft over there. Are they not in range of us? I'm not sure how far this lets you see aircraft. And we're just gonna clip them, but we'd have routed around that. Wouldn't it have been good if we had some sort of rubber band function? Oh, hello. Is this what's occurring here? I don't know what that's about. It could be some sort of processing issue on my computer. it may not have. Oh, there's the aircraft at there. They're on the ground. There's one on the ground. There's one flying. There's the one flying over there. Okay, so a visual with all those aircraft. That's a good thing, and we're just cutting across the corner of their hats. We've got one coming from behind over here somewhere. So she out over here. Not seen yet, no threat. Oh look, let's get rid of that. There we are. Yeah, I'm not keeping an eye on the windows that you can see. Let's close that down a little bit. Yeah, be nice to be able to click to a place then, and then on. Oh, we'll go back to this, and as it's flying, pull this line. So if I could have just pulled that line to there, once I clicked it first time, could have seen where it was going to route, and then pulled it like a rubber band sort of a thing to get the track I actually wanted. That would, to avoid airspace, I could just call them on the wireless and nothing else. That's just a thought for me, and perhaps for the mission planner guys. In the future, maybe we could do that. Let's bring this up. There must be solar farms in the New World, I don't know. Okay, so that's Otmore, I think. Yeah, Otmore, north of that, 293. That's what that is there, slow moving. But we've got this guy. That guy must be an airliner. There's Texworth, Tame, low level. Shalgrove would be the worry. Yeah, some sort of rubber band on mission planner to pull the line around controlled airspace once you've clicked the thing and it's en route to wherever it's going. Right, let's change our cameras. There's car boot cell. There's still terrible traffic congestion there. Lucknow, looking down, the M40 is moving nice. It's nice and sunny. Traffic flows. Oh, I wonder if there's a car boot there as well. Cadmore End Village Hall. All the clues are there. Minute 8. So we've been 10 minutes in transit so far. Oh, I'm going across the nose. Oh, there should be one on the left, descending through 4,000 feet. Where is he? Not close enough yet. I don't know. Descending through 4,000 feet. Should go over the top of us handsomely. Looks like we're in a diesel aeroplane, doesn't it? The smoke. Oh, there he is. Okay. LDG-18. LDG-18. That's a Diamond DA-42. I've actually got a list of the real traffic here, which I should have put in. I don't know. Maybe it's too hard. That's a DA-42 up there, going over the top of us. Yeah, well, it's well clear. Oh, he's turned. Where's he going? Where are you going? What are you doing? He's turned and levelled out of 4,000 feet. Maybe he's going into Oxford. Probably going to Oxford, isn't he? And I can actually, should have done it earlier. What was it, LDG? This one, I can go here like this, which you can't see. Can I get this? And we can jump into his, it's simulating the wrong aircraft for it. Oh, I can't look down, I can't look around. But we're below him, so you can jump into the other aircraft. How do I jump out of this aircraft? So that's just what it puts up for it. How do I jump out? Do I just do that? Let's see. Yeah, I do. That was lucky. Right. Oh, did it? Came out of nowhere. Yeah, it sort of did, didn't it? It must be just the way it's all getting represented on this, but maybe, oh yeah, who knows where it came from. Or that last one, he's no threat, an airliner, no threat, no threat, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good as we approach Texworth. So let's say, what have we been? Oh! No, Victor, not now. Should have turned my phone down. I'll ring Vic back in a minute. Vic, if you're watching, I'll ring you back in a minute. limit of 50 aircraft will render nearest aircraft only. That must be as we approach London then. It's pulling in loads of aircraft. We'll do a couple of orbits of Tetsworth and then we'll go and get home in time for Tea and Medals again. Second Church March. There's nothing around us now. So where's all the oh yeah. So zooming out, this is the 50 aircraft it's rendering. So how do I do this? This is going through a little plugin, live traffic, and then you get free from Open Glider Network and from ADSB Exchange, but you need to get an API key from ADSB Exchange, and then you enter that into X-Plane 11. And then I already had a LittleNav Map, and LittleNav Map is talking to X-Plane 11 and pulling all these other tracks into it from that. So that's how I've arrived at this simulation situation. I think it's pretty cool if you're a nerd, but that's all that's needed. I don't think I need to do a video. If you're asking, you'll know how to do it. If you're here. SUSL. Here we go. There it is. It's actually on the car boot sale is actually in the scenery. So this is the scene of the altercation that the police aircraft has just arrived itself on top of. So that's what a car boot sale looks like. It's loads of people in a village selling tat on a Sunday morning. is what a car boot sale is. I think I might have to adjust the orbit position. Yeah, I do. It's that field there. So let's go to Mission Planner and make our orbit a little bit more accurate. It's, where is it? Let's look on there. It's there. Somewhere like that field there, isn't it? So let's see if it gives us a more accurate orbit. Did I just something like that, isn't it? So you'd have your gimbal sorted out now. Obviously the radius that we're flying at is way too big for this task, perhaps. Where is it? Let's be. No, I've picked the wrong field, haven't I? It's. Right, it's the field on the bend in the village there. It's that field. Look, it looks like I've actually tried to fly a there we go. People of Tedworth, we're here to protect you. What was the pub called there again? Do you think we get free beers there? Right. Enough nonsense. I've overflown this. I've flown this longer than I thought. So there we are. Oh, I've got the time. We'll call it 20 minutes to get on scene, something like that from Wellersbourne. So quite a long time at 120 knots. But if there's no other assets available and you're in the air, that's quite a long way. Maybe I'll measure. I think I can measure it on this map here actually. Let's see if there is there a tool. Is there a measuring tool before we go? Because it was here that we made the measure distance from here. There we go. There. I can't. Right, there we are. There. Okay. Where did I see that measure distance from here to here? There we are. So we are what, 40 nautical miles, 40 nautical miles from where we said. Yes, so that's right, 120 knots, isn't it? Yeah. So we're 40 nautical miles away from base. It's basically where we started this one, and we got ourselves on top in 20 minutes. And here we are orbiting a scene of car boot sale madness. So dear viewer, I'm definitely gonna leave it like that. Let us RTL like that, and wish you a very, very, very safe rest of your Sunday wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you again at 2100 GMT on Tuesday for our very standard drone stuff this week chat of nonsense. Look after yourselves, and yeah, see you all on Tuesday. I shall stop